The Ghana government has announced that it will be increasing its gold reserve and will have the first-to-buy option for all gold mined in the country. But what does this mean for the nation Ghana, and what impact does it have on the Ghanaian cedi? To explain this, let's take a brief look at the monetary system known as the gold standard. Welcome to our channel, be sure to subscribe. The gold standard is a monetary system in which the value of money is defined in terms of a fixed quantity of gold. Gold is chosen as the standard because it is considered to be the most stable and durable metal. The gold standard sets the fixed exchange rates between currencies and stabilizes these currencies. In this system, the value of a country's currency or paper money has directly linked to gold. The countries agreed to convert their paper money into a fixed amount of gold. It is also used to stabilize international trade because in which the value of circulating currency is determined by the price of gold. The gold standard was first established in Britain in 1821 and later adopted by other countries around the world. The international gold standard emerged in 1871, and in 1900 the majority of the nations were linked to the gold standard. The gold standard was at its peak from 1871 to 1914. In 1914 World War I started. Due to the war, political alliances transformed, international indebtedness increased, and government finances worsened. Therefore, the gold standard was abandoned after World War I and countries began using fiat currencies instead of gold coins or bullion as legal tender for their economies. The gold standard was re-established in 1928, and this trend continued until 1971 when the President of the United States, Richard Nixon, abolished the gold standard. But most other countries continued to hold on to some form of it until the early 1990s. How gold standard can help to solve Ghana's inflation. Ghana has been experiencing persistent inflation for the past few years. This has led to a lot of negative effects on the Ghanaian economy, such as higher unemployment, less production and lower wages. The key factor that seems to be contributing to this problem is the fact that Ghanaian currency is not backed by anything tangible, i.e., gold or other commodities. As such, its value can fluctuate significantly depending on external factors such as changes in oil prices, foreign exchange rates and so on. This may have an adverse impact on the economy as it makes it more volatile and risky for investors to invest in Ghanaian stocks or bonds. The government has been trying various remedies to address this issue. The President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, recently announced that he would introduce a gold standard in order to curb inflation. This means that it will limit the power of governments and banks to cause price inflation through the excessive issue of paper currency. This move may help solve Ghana's inflation problem as it will ensure that prices are stable in the long term because the gold standard can effectively maintain price stability over long periods. There will be a balance of trade between Ghana and other countries, whereby each country has its own money supply, with no external exchange rate intervention. The gold standard in Ghana will reduce inflation and make cedi more stable. Inflation occurs when too much money is created, causing prices to increase rapidly. Gold is considered to be both valuable and rare, so it will provide a stable currency for the government of Ghana, which could use it as a way to control inflation and maintain financial stability.